19 years of marriage, and now Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have called it quits. Hard to believe, right? TMZ first broke the news, reporting that the two have been living apart since the beginning of the summer. While Nicole has been taking care of their two daughters, Sunday and Faith, sources say Keith has moved out of their Nashville home and into his own place in the city.
So even with what I've got now, I've been able to juggle things to accommodate my family.
And here's the tough part. It seems like the separation was one-sided. Nicole reportedly wanted to save the marriage, while Keith was the one who decided to step away, saying he was unhappy and felt the intimacy wasn't there anymore. As one insider told the Daily Mail, they're just going through the motions.
Did you find that difficult?
Yeah, I mean, I was deeply sad at the time.
Now, if you're wondering what might have pushed them apart, there are clues. Nicole spent a big chunk of time in England recently, filming the Practical Magic sequel. She even rented Boy George's mansion at a jaw-dropping $87,000 a month, and Keith wasn't there with her. A source told Women's Day that they did try to talk every day while apart, but the distance, especially after Nicole's mother passed last year, really put a strain on things. Still, what makes this split so striking is how different things looked on the surface. Just days ago, Nicole was glowing at a Clé de Peau event in Los Angeles, wearing a gorgeous black Vivienne Westwood gown and smiling for the cameras with her wedding ring still sparkling on her finger. Their last public outing as a couple was back in June, when Nicole and Keith showed up at a FIFA Club World Cup match in Nashville. Nicole looked elegant in a cream dress, Keith in a plaid shirt. Honestly, they looked adorable together. And get this, that was just 5 days before their 19th wedding anniversary. Nicole even posted a sweet photo with Keith to mark the milestone, writing, "Happy anniversary, baby." That was back in June. By August, she was sharing family memories on Instagram, including moments with their daughters Sunday, 17, and Faith, 14.
They're amazing girls, and I'm lucky to have them.
Nicole and Keith's love story has always had a bit of fairy tale magic. Who remembers their first public outing as a couple at the Grammys in 2006? They skipped the red carpet walk, but couldn't hide their smiles inside the event.
We found each other in this huge world, and we're crazy about each other, you know?
Over the years, Nicole and Keith gave us so many sweet moments, like at the Cannes Film Festival in 2013, when they were totally wrapped up in each other, or the 2017 Oscars, where Nicole cupped Keith's face in front of the cameras. At the 2020 Golden Globes, Keith held her hand the entire evening. And at the 2021 CMA Awards, Nicole was right by his side, affectionately touching his face, as if no one else existed in the room.
My wife, Nicole Mary, is here tonight. I love you, baby girl.
And how about last year, at the AFI Life Achievement Award Gala? Nicole was being honored, and Keith and their daughters were right there by her side, making it a family affair. Sunday wore a floral dress, Faith an orange gown. The four of them looked so close, so happy. It makes the news of their split even harder to take in, because fans have watched them grow together as a couple and as a family for so many years. It was roughly about 4 years after Nicole's very messy and public divorce from none other than Tom Cruise that she met Keith. It was 2005, and that year, everything changed.
It's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. That man is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Nicole was immediately smitten by the country singer, and Keith was totally taken by the actress's grace and poise. Ironically enough, neither of them thought that the other person was interested. Kidman shared, "I remember thinking, I had such a crush on him, and he wasn't interested in me." Little did she know, Urban was swooning over her from the second she walked into the room. "I swear to you, she glided across the room, floated. I don't know how she did it. It was out of this world. And there was a split moment where she wasn't with anybody, and I thought, I'll just go up and say hi." Seriously, does it get any more romantic than that? Once they started talking, things really clicked. They exchanged numbers, but Keith was so convinced that Nicole wasn't interested in him that he didn't call her for 4 months.
I was like, there's no way this girl is interested in me at all. So someone had given me her number. I couldn't bring myself to call that number.
Thankfully, Keith plucked up the courage and finally made the call. Their romance was instant, and it was just a month later that Nicole knew that he was the love of her life. She described their love as intense and that she fell hard and fast for the singer. When Kidman's 38th birthday came rolling around the following year, Urban surprised her by standing on her stoop in New York at 5 a.m., holding a bunch of gardenias. It was this moment that the actress thought, "This is the man I hope I get to marry." Even though they hadn't been dating each other for very long, it wasn't something that bothered her at all. In fact, the actress shared, "I kind of like getting married and then getting to know each other. I know that it sounds incredibly strange, but to me, it's a more natural process." The couple went on a motorcycle ride, her arms wrapped around his waist as they rode through Woodstock in New York, and ended the day with a romantic picnic. Their love practically sealed itself in fate at this moment. "I was a goner. I mean, come on," Nicole confessed, and we don't blame her. The two made things official when they tied the knot during a romantic wedding ceremony in Australia. It was an A-list celebration, with guests like Russell Crowe, Baz Luhrmann, Naomi Watts, and Hugh Jackman. Need we say more? Meeting her and getting married wasn't life-changing. It was life beginning. It was literally like, okay, life starts. Keith shared about their wedding. Sadly, their newlywed bliss was short-lived. Just a few months after their wedding, Nicole had to stage an intervention for Keith. The singer had previously openly talked about his struggle with drugs and alcohol during the 90s. He'd also completed 2 separate stays at rehabs before. Nicole wasn't unaware of his battle with addiction, so as soon as Keith relapsed, she urged him to go in for treatment. Keith went on to spend 3 months at an inpatient facility to treat his alcohol addiction. I was going to lose it all. It was like, if I don't choose this moment to do the right thing and do something that's going to give me life, all of the things I'm scared of losing, I'm going to lose anyway, the singer confessed. The singer went on to share that he had caused an implosion in his marriage and that it was a miracle that it survived. And when it comes to overcoming his addiction, he attributed the success in his sobriety to Nicole. She was by his side, supporting him through it all. For the first time in his life, he felt like he could shake off the shackles of his addiction. The singer also shared that he and Nicole could not have met each other at a better time. He needed her help to finally conquer his addiction, and she said right from the beginning that she wanted to be brave with him. Keith felt like there was something else at work, bringing them together, watching over them, and giving them both the strength to get through it all. When it comes to sharing their struggles and what they had to go through at the beginning of their marriage, Nicole didn't want to hide any of it. She knew the press was going to get hold of the news anyway, so she'd rather have it all out in the open and share the story herself.
Let's do it. And Keith Urban, when my cheek is against yours, everything melts away, and that is love.
I think we were 2 lonely people. I would probably say that 2 very lonely people managed to meet at a time when they could open themselves to each other. We were a mixture of frightened and brave, the actress confessed. Kidman admitted that it was a deeply painful place that prompted Urban into recovery, but since I've learned an enormous amount having a relationship with someone who is in recovery, I'm more than willing to walk it with him. The 2 of us are very committed to our relationship. The couple welcomed their first child into the world in 2008, a girl they named Sunday Rose Kidman Urban. It was their first child together, although Nicole previously adopted 2 children, Isabella Jane Cruz and Connor Cruz, with ex-husband Tom. And then, 3 years later, Nicole and Keith revealed they welcomed their second daughter, Faith Margaret Kidman Urban, saying, "Our family is truly blessed, and just so thankful to have been given the gift of baby Faith Margaret." Now that Nicole and Keith have gone their separate ways, we hope they both find peace and happiness on their own paths.